Hi, this is Martha. I'm a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist. And in this video, I want to share with you something that I have just developed over the last few days. And even though it is just something that I developed for a few days, it is just filling me with so much joy and pleasure that I really wanted to share this resource with you guys. Um, so those of you who have been following my work may know that I have initiated a free Facebook group called Victory Days. Victory Days. And in Victory Days, you are invited to post 3 goals for the day, not 5, not 10, just 3. And you may have more goals and may have more things that you want to do in that day. However, we are actually inviting you to be very focused about the 3 minimum things that you want to accomplish that day. So you write down 3 goals that you have for that day, and then under comments, so like after 24 hours, you can report back whether you've done it or not. And there's no shaming, there's no questions, there's no guilt tripping. It's really just for self accountability. You are doing this for yourself in order for it to be sustainable. So the idea for this came about from an article that I read from, I believe his name is Benjamin Hardy. And in his article, he was mentioning that he does this with an accountability partner through texting. And I decided to do it by Facebook for about 2-3 months, and I found that it was really helping me a lot. And so I decided to create a free Facebook group, Victory Days, for this period. Coronavirus, wanted to help people who are feeling really overwhelmed and everything is scattered and all over the place, to really come back to center and coming back to what you can control. So when I launched Victory Days, it was really an act of love, and it has been coming to, depending how you count it, it has been more or less almost 3 weeks, and some people have been posting regularly and some people less so. What I found really helps me with Victory Days is because I want to cheat the system, I want to play that game of being able to tick off all the things that I did that day. So I came out with 3 very achievable goals. And what I found is, if it's like, Eat the Frog. I'm not sure if you heard of the book Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. And in Eat the Frog, what you do is you just do the most difficult thing at the first thing in the morning. And you do what's difficult, so you get it out of your way. You don't have to keep thinking about it for the rest of the day. Oh, I haven't done it, I haven't done it, I haven't done it. So what you do is, I decided to build the system. So I came out with 3 very small goals that I knew I definitely can do, and I'm definitely make it small and achievable. And what I found is that by keeping it really small, I was able to become energized, because I feel so good. It's like a win. And after that, once the Rolling Stone started to go, all the procrastination, inertia, negative self-talks came in. I was able to get more things done. I was able to get the things that was not on the list were the things that were more important. So having been on this high, um, I I was speaking with a coach, my coach. We are doing kind of a barter. So I have a new coach. We have 10 sessions, and I've had one so far. In that one session, we talked about what is it that I want to accomplish, what's bothering me, what I could do with the constraints that I had. And essentially, I started to share I was feeling really overwhelmed, and I always do something to move myself forward in my day. Being a coach myself, always one step forward. However, I noticed that the one step forward was really not getting me ahead, because there are so many things that I want to accomplish. For instance, decluttering. I can't just declutter 1 book a day. It's too slow. And even though it's still a win and it's still good, however, it wasn't really getting me much closer to what I really wanted in my life. And do write down my long-term goals every day. And I could type it, but it's very anchoring to keep coming back to your big why. So I have the small goals, and then I have my 3 big goals that I do physically write every day. And then I have my rituals, my routine that I do every day to keep me in a positive frame of mind to take care of me first. I give so much to the world, I give so much to my clients that I need to give to myself first. So there are a few things that I tell myself that I must do every day. And I'm going to share with you how, after speaking to my coach, even that one session, on top of my victory days, on top of my long-term goals, on top of my daily routine, I decided to pull it all together into something that I could see, that is tangible, that is personal, that is personalized. If you're still with me, thank you very much. So this is what I want to share with you. This is my Facebook page. Some of my posts are only available for people who are friends, and this is a new freebie that I just created. Okay, so this is the sheet that I'm so excited to share with you guys. In this sheet, I created some tabs. These are the 8 categories, and 2 of them can be collapsed into one. And being a spiritual person who loves the chakras, I decided to give each of them a color and connect it with chakras, and to have different tabs for each of them so that I can keep track of the specifics. And say, for instance, routine. So I can share this with you because it's not that confidential. So I have core, and then I have core plus. So the core things that I must do is every day I want to write down my long-term goals. I want to do a dance video. I want to do a 1-minute laugh video for the month of April. And I want to study a little bit of language. I'm learning Spanish. And I spend a little bit of time on Duolingo. So that's the core. But the plus is if I can do this app that I just downloaded called Down Dog, which I really love. I have done it for 4 days, you can see. And if I can go to the gym. Right now with this coronavirus thing, I can't go to the gym, but I do go to the gym. Pretty much is one of my core things that I must do. So the minimum, the absolute minimum is at least I do a dance. So these are my core things that I must do every day so that I take care of myself and I feel good. And when it comes to, so that's my routine, and then abundance is my income expense sheet, and physical declutter and digital declutter. So if I get to do both, I get 1 point. If I do one, I still get 1 point. And so that helps me to streamline what's happening in my life. There's just too many files and books all over my place. So fun can be anything that gives you joy. And the green chakras is really the heart. So the base is the they call it the base of the sacral. They call it sacral. And red is very much linked with survival. This one I link with abundance money. This one I link with clutter, like to get back my power and structure in my life. This one to have fun, connects with my heart. And then the 5th chakra has to do with speech. And for me, I want to work towards becoming an international speaker. So I want to work on my pronunciation a little bit every day. And learning, there's so many things that I've subscribed to during this time, especially Coursera, and there's so many things, Udemy, blah, blah, blah. I am taking a certificate in addictions, learning, better supporting my clients. So every day I spend a little bit of time, so far more than an hour every day, on learning and work, something that supports me in moving forward when it comes to my work. It can be writing a chapter or things like that. So if I manage to do all 7, I give myself a rainbow. And so this is how I keep track. You know, it just adds up the points, right? And each month I can get 100 points, divide by 4 weeks, that's 25 points, divide by number of days per week, that's about 3.6 points. So every day I try to aim to get at least 4 points. So if I can have 4 points, then it's a win. Of course, it doesn't mean that I will get 100. It doesn't mean that I cannot get more than 100. This is just to motivate me. So can you see that I created this system for myself because I just want to make sure that I move forward, not just in one area of my life. I want to make sure that I move forward in different areas of my life, some being more easy and some being more challenging. And it's so important that I have fun every day. And it doesn't have to be long. Yesterday, my speaking learning that I was doing. So you can see speech and learning and separated them out, because learning usually for me is learning about work related things. But when it comes to learning about spirituality and meditation and stuff that I really, really like, but it's not going to help me with my career, I would put them under fun. When it comes to speech, even though it's also learning, I just put it in a separate category. So you can create all these different categories depending on your longer term goals, because it's very important that I work on my speaking, and it's very important that I learn because I love learning. And so learning is also fun for me, but fun learning has to do more with spirituality for me. So I have all these different tabs. I'm not going to show you each of those tabs because some of these things are pretty private. My passwords and stuff are also inside. So I have different tabs, like for instance, learn specific. So the specific things I want to learn versus like learning in general. So I'm keeping track, like learn specific. So like for instance, this one, I haven't done it for today. Um, so I've been taking this program, but I'm going to like learn my addictions thing. The reason why I hadn't put it in for today is because today is not over yet. So I only put them in as they happen. So I'm still going to take it out so that I remember. Can you see I haven't done it? So I did not put it in yet. So when it comes to work, I've done a few videos today. That's why I give myself a tick right now. So I'm still working on the things that I want to check off for today. But I'm going to spend more time on this today. I still have some videos, and it's already 3 p.m. I haven't had my lunch yet. So I'm going to have my lunch, and wanted to really share with you this because it's something that has given me a lot of clarity, and having structure, having it written. It may not work for everybody, of course. Some people may prefer it on a piece of paper and physically tick it off. For me, I find that I have just so many pieces of paper around me that this is, and also passwords and programs and everything and things that I want to buy, so it's all over the place. So I've decided to put it in a way that works for me. So this is going to be like a daily thing. And I also have quarterly goals. So this I actually extracted from somewhere many years ago. Sorry, not many years ago, like maybe last year. And in this point system thing, it says 5 marks each, and times 4. So 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, for instance. No, up to 5 marks each. And then you multiply, and then you get 100%. So I did the last one on the 9th of April, and you can see it's not very good. I only got like 60% out of 100 because I didn't even set any goals, really written down goals. So if I don't know what I'm going to do this quarter, how I'm going to know what I'm going to do next quarter? I just didn't do anything. So for now, I've written this down for this quarter. And of course, this quarter, a lot of things are still unfolding, like the coronavirus, but I can only focus what I can control, which is my goals for this quarter would be to start working on my 5th book, to develop my three online programs, and to acquire 10 new clients. And this may change, of course. 10 new clients may be paying or non-paying clients. It can be a 10-minute call, for instance. That can still potentially, like, depending how you look at it, is this a prospective client or a new client? I'm going to focus on that. The goals for next quarter, I haven't done it because I don't know what's gonna happen in the next quarter. What with the coronavirus, I really have no idea. So I haven't really come up with something for the next quarter, but I will. I will very soon when I get to review it. Also, May is masturbation month. So this quarter, I will be doing something for masturbation month. I'm already doing Love Yourself Free. I'm already doing several things. So some things, yes, already scheduled to happen, and I want to make it happen. And some are not. So goals for next quarter, I still have to think because it's so difficult to come up with something during this period. So I'm going to just leave it for now, but I will come back to it. So one of the ways I remind myself of things is I email myself. I have Boomerang on Gmail, not Boomerang the app for Instagram. Boomerang that uh, brings emails back to your emailer. And so sometimes I email myself to remind myself of the things that I want to do. Okay, so I've been speaking for a while. I just wanted to share with you this resource. So I have Victory Days, and then from Victory Days, coming back to writing my long-term goals, coming back to my routines, and then realizing that I need more on top of Victory Days. So this is the latest tool that I created for myself, and I'm sharing with you guys, hoping that it inspires you. So please share under the comments below. Please share, how do you keep yourself motivated and accountable? How do you keep track of your successes? I know that there are many things that people can do and people are doing um, to really become a productive, optimized person. It really comes with creating systems and structures for yourself. And I'm sharing all these, and it sounds like I have it all together, but really, it took me a long time to also figure all this out, like what works for me. I used to have an Excel sheet where I had all these things written down as well, but I didn't come out with the chakra system. And now with the chakra system, it's just like, it makes me excited to go back into the Excel every day and look at it, because it's no point creating a document and then you're not looking at it and then you're like procrastinating. The chakra system accountability is making me super excited and happy, because like, oh, I want a rainbow. How many rainbow can I get in a month? So yeah, share with me your resources and what works for you. A lot of productivity habits and things like that. Honestly, they are very cliche. They're so cliche that it doesn't really mean anything to anyone. Smart goals, you can put an element of stress as well. So yeah, if you like this video, please comment, and also don't forget, I'm really a sexuality and relationship counselor, and I put out all these videos with the intention of supporting as many people as I can. And please subscribe to my mailing list so that you get my latest updates. And I am really looking for people to support me on Patreon. You can ask me your questions, and I'll post videos that are private and confidential and specific to what you're looking for. So that is going to be a very affordable way in which you can engage with me. So yeah, look forward to hearing from you. Bye.